our main influence was the good foot. James Brown doesn't even know the effect that his music and style of dance had on people in the Bronx.
He was probably inspired by people he saw, tap dancers.
Them tappers back in the old days, them fools was like B-boys in a sense, you know what I mean? Man, them fools is dope, they didn't give a fuck.
You want to be technical, Sammy Davis Jr. was a B-boy.
Favorites, no question, other than James Brown's, was they were brothers, the Nicholas brothers.
Some of it came from Lindy Hopin.
And if you look at Frosty with the backflips, you can see all the Kung Fu influence.
Ken Swift told me that the Muggsy, I asked him where'd he get it from, and he said Bruce Lee.
Curly from the Harlem Globetrotters put his one hand on the floor and he used to run around bouncing the basketball.
I was into gymnastics. I used all my creativity and tried to focus it into the dance. Moves that were invented years before that we never saw, like the capoeira moves, somehow ended up in breaking.
Capoeira is the art form of fight dance. Break dance is fight dance, is what it really is.
We've never seen capoeira, just like they never saw us dance. It definitely didn't come from another country. It was made up in the Bronx.
Don't nobody really know. It's some old human thing. The feeling to want to get on the ground and spin and dance and really become one with the earth, with the ground. Imagine before concrete, you was breaking and spinning on earth.
I'd like to see more of the top MCs out there in the world coming together with the top graph writers, the top B-boys, and the top DJs like it used to be. Use graffiti writers to do their album covers, not these computer graph artists that don't know jack about graph. Use real B-boys as their dancers and don't put them in the background, put them in the front.
I think the B-boys need to take it in their own hands. And need to bum rush hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Need to be like, you ain't rapping if you don't have B-boys. Don't talk about hip-hop and then you got booty dancers behind you. What's that? Where's your hip-hop at? I don't really want it to blow up on the mainstream. I don't want to be having people, in suits coming over here telling us, okay, now you need to have form. If you can freeze and point your toe, it look just a little bit better. Nah, man, it's got to be raw. You know what I'm saying?
Recently a Wild Style reunion in Los Angeles that a lot of the heads that started in Wild Style, Busy B, Cold Crush, Waterbed Kevy Kev, and a bunch of the original heads from the movie came out and all, did a little performance, and the Rocksteady crew danced. And when the Rocksteady crew went into the audience, it was surrounded by a lot of West Coast breakdancers, black, white, Latino kids from Los Angeles. And they started dropping down to the floor and doing their thing, and it was so incredible. I felt exactly the same way I did when I first saw breakdance. They're the rock steady crew now. They have organized themselves. They have their politics correct. They have their business in effect, you know, and they know how to articulate, direct, and control this form, which is what has brought it back to the form that it is now. Is what has made this form translate to so many different cultures and people.
If you make a hip-hop Hall of Fame, rock steady would have to be up in there. I definitely get him that honor if I could do it myself.
I think that we need to let people know what's up, man. I don't want people to take these dances into the next millennium, some different whole vibe and feel and origins. You know, I think that it's important to teach the people about where these dances came from and how people felt, you know, so they can take it on to the next level with the respect for the blood, sweat, and years that a lot of breakers have put into to develop this whole foundation for these people to live off of now.
All the B-boys all over the world, keep doing what you're doing because we're the past, you're the future, and we put it all together, it's the present.
The cycle has begun. Styles always start once, they go out of style, and then all of a sudden, people get back to the root of things.
Rocksteady's gonna keep going strong. I think I'm gonna be in the wheelchair and saying, yes, I'm Rocksteady. Yeah, Crazy Legs, come on, let's get busy.
We want to thank y'all for coming out for the Rocksteady Crew 23rd anniversary. If y'all want to go out there and buckle out with your little uprock steps right now, we want y'all to do it out there with us. Ready?
A lot of people say, like, you know, what we do is played out, but you don't hear that about ballet and modern dance. If that was the case, we wouldn't still be doing this. Nobody would still be doing it.
If it's recognized by the president and the National Grants Institution for Dance or whatever, they cannot recognize it for the rest of eternity. And as long as kids are still battling and still dancing, to me, that's what's important.
We have to eliminate all of these labels and titles and stuff and just see it for what it is, man. We're all creating art in the ghettos, you know what I'm saying? And all over the world now.
It's up to us, we the younger generation, because we right now, we are part of a movement. We are part of an underground, young culture movement.
I mean, it's not a fad, it's something that you can't get rid of. I mean, it's always there, and it's always gonna be there.
Off the top of the dome, just creating.
B-boys, B-boy, anywhere you go, any planet in the universe, in the galaxy.
I see it as such a part of the culture that those who want to really stay true to the culture, it's always gonna be breakdance.
They don't stop the B-boys or the big girls. They say whatever you throw at us, we gonna make our dance be known and we gonna invade your club.
I knew it was gonna stay. I knew from the way it just all blew off from the music. You can never stop that. That's something that's in our blood, in our blood, in our blood.